On February 10, 2025, a young woman stepped out to take a phone call and never returned. Hours later, her phone was switched off. Then days later, police discovered a bowl of human body parts. This murder case would reveal horrific details of an evil attack. And the man who did this wasn't a stranger. He was her Facebook friend. And as we speak, girls across Nigeria are still falling for men like him. At the end of this video, I will share 3 points every parent must tell their daughter. The police tracked the young lady's phone and raided a house in the area where they found shocking exhibits that threw the entire neighborhood into disarray. But the worst was yet to come, because after a thorough search, the police found different pieces of evidence in the house that suggested that the suspect carried out these gruesome attacks in the past. This is a tragic case of Yeetund, a young ambitious woman who hoped for a bright future before her life was brutally ended by a man she met on Facebook. Let's dive straight in. 24-year-old Yeetund was a final year student of chemistry and integrated science at Kwara State College of Education, and in her free time worked as a teacher at a private school. On February 10, 2025, she was at a naming ceremony when she received a call from a friend. She left her food behind to take the call, but never returned. From that moment, her whereabouts became a mystery. Before she left, she told those around her that she needed to step out quickly. She was in such a hurry that she didn't eat the food she was served, and it was later given to someone else. Roughly 30 minutes passed before her absence raised concern. Multiple calls were made to her phone, but she did not respond. Her family feared the worst had happened and suspected that the person responsible for her disappearance was already in possession of her 2 phones. By 6:30 p.m. that fateful day, both phones were switched off. Her parents sensed danger because it was unlike Afso. On Tuesday, February 11, 2025, 24 hours after her disappearance, her worried parents officially reported her missing at the Ojaoba police station in ller, Kwara State. Officers launched an investigation tracking her phone number to trace her last calls. Some numbers were extracted, including her father's phone number, her boyfriend's phone number, and a few others. But there was a chilling clue. A single phone number called her 5 times that fateful day. Following the signal led them to a suspect residing near of a garage in Ilorin. When police officers contacted the suspect, he initially denied knowing the victim's whereabouts. But when they raided and searched his home, the evidence found was too compelling. They found incriminating exhibits that showed that he was the last person to see Abso alive. But who is this man who mysteriously called Afso that fateful day? The man in question is 29-year-old Abdurrahman Bello, who teaches at 2 Arabic schools. He was well known in the community and had a quiet, calm, and introverted demeanor. But he was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Inside the suspect's home, police found Afso's slippers, jewelry, and beads, including her 2 phones. The officers were horrified when they found dismembered body parts hidden inside a bowl, along with tools believed to have been used in the gruesome act. Disturbingly, the police report that a table found in the room was set up in a manner suggesting it was used for dismembering bodies, raising fears that this may not have been the first time and probably had other victims in the past. Following the compelling exhibits, Abdurrahman broke down and confessed that he had invited Afso over and she allegedly died from an asthma attack, and he at his place, upon which he carried out the gruesome crime and placed her body parts into a bowl, and later led police to a dump site for more of her remains. He admitted that he killed her for ritual purposes. According to the culprit, he connected with Afso on Facebook, where he convinced her to give him her phone number and eventually invited her over. Side note, in the past few years, there have been dozens of cases where ritual killers used social media to lure victims. Unfortunately, Afso's case may not be the last. Following the horrific discoveries, Abdurrahman Bello was charged with criminal conspiracy, culpable homicide, possession of human parts, and armed robbery. In March 2025, the suspect was arraigned before the court along with 4 other co-accused who were later discharged and acquitted. as there was not enough evidence to link them with the crime. In his testimony, Abdurrahman said that Afso came over to his house after several days of promising that she would come. When she arrived, she told him that she was hungry, so he went to buy bread and soft drinks for her. But according to Abdurrahman, she refused to eat the bread because she had severe stomach pain, which was why he went out a second time to buy a plate of rice. When they finished eating, she had an asthmatic attack. And because he couldn't find her inhaler in her bag, he had to go out to buy one for her. But by the time he arrived, she had died. According to him, in his panic, he dismembered her as he did not know how to get rid of her body. On July 31, 2025, the court concluded. There was a large turnout as residents gathered to witness the judgment in a case that shook the entire state. Justice Anna Ajayi of the Kwara State High Court in Ilorin described the killing of Afso Yeetund Lawal as premeditated, heartless, and an extreme act of human wickedness. After a 4-month trial, Abdurrahman was found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of luring, murdering, and dismembering Yeetund Lawal in a suspected ritual killing. Justice Ajayi dismissed his false claims of love and marriage plans as nothing more than a sinister ruse to lure his victim. She concluded that the motive was clear: to kill for ritual and trafficking in human body parts. My condolences go to Afso Lawal's family. But this case is not just about how she died. It's about what you must teach your sister, niece, or daughter, so this never happens to another family. Number 1, stalking is a red flag. When a man you just met, is phone stalking or cyber stalking you, it's not persistence, it's pressure. Teach her to recognize when attention becomes obsession. Number 2, urgency is a tactic. Abdurrahman made Afso feel a sense of urgency. So urgent that she left a plate of food just to meet him. Urgency without explanation is manipulation. Tell her you are not responsible for someone else's panic. Number 3, isolation is the setup. He didn't want to see her. He wanted to be alone with her. And that's usually a trap. Tell your daughter, your niece, your sister. If he insists you come alone, don't go at all. Too many young women are dying at the hands of men they thought they knew. Let your daughter know that her safety is her priority. She must remember that there shouldn't be any pressure, urgency, secrecy, or isolation in visiting someone she just met. In the end, Justice Ajayi sentenced Abdurrahman Bello to death by hanging. Please share your comments below on how to save more young women. And please subscribe. Please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.